how has Asperger shaped Elon Musk as a person? So in interviews, in particular this TED Talk one that I talked about, Elon said that his childhood was quite unhappy, that he was quite harshly bullied by other kids. And that's actually very kind of common, because I suppose kids aren't mature enough or they don't care enough to understand that somebody has a condition. When you're that young, they're like a pack of wolves and they just kind of prey on anybody who's different. And somebody who's got Asperger's may not have the confidence, they might not fit in, they might not be popular, they might not get the joke. So people end up making the joke about them. They don't have the witty banter that school kids may or may not have. So, and the other thing I'd say is that people with severe autism often go to like special schooling because they have such obvious high needs. And sometimes as adults, they're kept in care homes. But with Asperger's, it's actually very unlikely, because the changes are so subtle that nobody realizes necessarily they're different till they're adults, as I said, or they're still able to function at such a high level that it doesn't kind of warrant the extra resources of taking them to a special school. So back to Elon, he himself acknowledges that because of this, he was kind of marginalized. He didn't really have any friends. So what did he do? He spent his time reading books, and then he got into coding. And he said that he got kind of obsessed with coding. He'd literally stay up all night sometimes writing and learning new code. And I think this could be related to his Asperger's. So as I said before, it is associated with like restrictive, repetitive interests and movements. So he really got into it. He got obsessed. And we cannot overlook the fact that he's highly intelligent. So because of all these traits, I think they kind of helped him in a way. So indirectly, having Asperger's meant he was bullied, so he's kind of pushed away, marginalized, more time for him to get obsessed into sort of logic and solving problems. That's indirectly. And directly, once he got there, his kind of restricted, repetitive nature made him obsess over this problem. So it's two different mechanisms.